So we spoke about Cheto Darpana Marjanam, right? Cleansing the mind, the consciousness. And then we spoke about Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. So we are actually cooling our, extinguishing the fire of material desires through chanting and through devotional service. Then we spoke about Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, how this holy name actually makes our consciousness blossom. And then we will start having experience of emotions outside us. That means we'll start experiencing the emotions in relation with Krishna. We will be sensitive to others' emotions also. And that's how we will become more compassionate to others also. And then we are talking about Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. So what is Vidya? Vidya means knowledge. And Vadhu means, what is Vadhu means? Vadhu, Varudu.
Is it bride, Prabhuji?
Yeah, it's bride. Okay. Jivanam means coming into life, enlivening.
Living.
Okay. So Vidya, Vadhu, Jivanam. So these are three beautiful words Chaitanya Mahaprabhu uses. So why Vidya is compared as Vadhu? Just like the holy name is considered as Chandrika, the moonlight. Okay. And then in different context, we will use different metaphors. Like we have used Bhava Mahadavagni, the forest fire getting extinguished with the holy name. And then Cheto Darpana Marjanam. So different metaphors being used in this Shikshashtakam. So in this Vidya Vadhu Jivanam, we have to understand first about Vidya. Okay. So there are two things. One is Vidya and then is Avidya. So Avidya means ignorance and Vidya means knowledge. So what Vidya does, Vidya takes us towards Krishna. Okay, it will take us to Krishna. And what Avidya will do, it will take away from Krishna. So what we should have Vidya or Avidya?
Vidya.
Vidya, right? And what we have is enormous amount of Avidya. Okay, we are into the Avidya. So our main disease is ignorance, and that ignorance is because of the forgetfulness of Krishna. So Vidya is compared to Vadhu. Now Vadhu means the bride. Now why it is compared as bride? Because like husband and wife stays together, right? So similarly, devotion to Krishna and knowledge stays together. So whenever we do devotion, the knowledge will automatically come. So it is being said in Bhagavatam 1.2.7 that when we do the Vasudeva Bhakti, then we will develop two things. One is knowledge, jnanam, and second is detachment, vairagyam. So when we are practicing bhakti, these two things will automatically develop. Now, many of you are started understanding so many things which you were not able to understand probably 5 years back or 10 years back. Many of us do not know that we are soul. Many of us does not know the difference between mind and intelligence and senses, and what is gross body, what is physical body, what is soul, what is ego, and what is equanimity, many other things. And because of Srila Prabhupada books, we have so much of knowledge. As last time I shared, Gangadhar Prabhu was talking to me and he was telling the other Bhagavad Gitas actually do not give as much knowledge as Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita as it is gives, because he's culminating so many Puranas and Upanishads and giving us the essence of it. So what is happening is, in general, if we are not chanting the holy name, these things will become very difficult to understand. Though they are in front of us as the information, we will not be able to understand it. But once we start chanting, we will start understanding the meanings of the verses, what they want to tell to us, what Prabhupada is telling, how we have to implement in our life. This all knowledge actually starts coming out. So when we are not Krishna consciousness, when we are not Krishna conscious, the knowledge is there, but it is sleeping. Okay, what is active? Avidya is very active and knowledge is sleeping. But when we become Krishna conscious, the avidya starts sleeping and vidya starts enlivening. So it is starts getting into active mode. Okay, so because of this, what will happen is we will come to know what we have to choose in our life and what things that will take us to Krishna and what are the things that will take away from Krishna. So is it happening on a like a shower or like a rain that knowledge will suddenly start coming? No, it will not start suddenly coming. Okay, it will not pour like a water or a rain, but it will start coming little by little. As much as we actually start surrendering to Krishna, we start practicing devotional service, we increase our quality in chanting, the knowledge will slowly grow. If we consider the example of Srila Prabhupada, though he is a Mahabhagavata, he is a pure devotee, everything was not clear for him. Okay, he doesn't had a blueprint like, at the age of 69 or 70, I'll go to US and I'll board this Jaladuta and I'll get down at the Boston, and then I'll go to New York, and then I'll go to East Side. All that things, it was not a blueprint. But over a period of time, things were becoming clear. And then he has taken the steps that are necessary. If we see Srila Prabhupada, when he was getting down from the Jaladuta, he saw all the people in US and all the buildings and all, and he had a prayer like, Krishna, you brought me here, and I believe that you had a purpose. So I do not know whether they will understand my language or not, and why you have brought me here, I don't have a clear idea. But I believe that you are there in everyone's heart as Paramatma. So let them understand what I speak and give me the understanding what I have to speak and I have to do. So why he has to do a prayer if he has all the knowledge? So Krishna doesn't give everything as a blueprint. He will give us step by step. The more we actually start surrendering, the more we will start understanding how we can serve Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada always says that a devotee may be perplexed, but he is not discouraged. So what is the difference? Perplexed means, I don't know what to do. See, there is a desire for everyone that I want to serve Krishna, but we don't know how to serve Krishna. Okay, shall I do chanting, or shall I do this service or that service? What can I do so that I can serve Krishna? How can I satisfy Krishna? How can I please Krishna? So this knowledge we do not have. So we might be perplexed, but we are never discouraged. I will not do service at all. Okay, मुझे service करना ही नहीं है, नाकें जैसे लेदु. So we never say like this. We always, as a devotee, have a doubt like, how can I please Krishna? How can I serve Krishna? So Krishna sees our intention. Okay, he want to serve, and that's how he gives the knowledge. In the spiritual world, Radharani knows what to cook for Krishna. Yashodamai knows how to dress Krishna, what will satisfy Krishna. So what they have is, they have all the knowledge to serve Krishna. But today here, we are lacking the knowledge. So if we want to enliven our knowledge, what we have to do? We have to chant. So this holy name slowly actually uncovers our ignorance and let the Vidya come out. Like this, what will happen? Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. That means the knowledge comes into life. And that's where we will come to know, okay, in this way I can serve Krishna. Many of the times, we do some things based on our own whimsical thinking. We think like, okay, I think this will satisfy Krishna. I think this will satisfy my Guru Maharaj. I think this will satisfy this devotee. So we think, okay, and most of the times that may go wrong also. So we do not have the knowledge. And actually, when we are practicing bhakti, the knowledge means internal potency of Krishna. So who is internal potency of Krishna? Radharani is known as Ladini Shakti. Okay. So Ladini Shakti means, Ladini means the pleasure. Okay. So when we serve Krishna, pleasure should come. Okay. So when we serve, then what should come out? The pleasure should come out. So when we have the knowledge, when we serve, then Ladini should come out. But most of the time, what happens is, because we don't have the right knowledge, when we serve, rather than Ladini, Durga will come out. So what is Durga Devi? She is the external potency of Krishna. So she will give us misery. So most of the times in our life also, we wanted to do something to get happiness, but what we will get?
Dissatisfaction, Prabhuji.
Dissatisfaction, distress we will get. Why? Because we don't have the right knowledge where we have to implement and all. And that's the reason, rather than getting our desired results, we always get that which we don't desire. Even Prahlad Maharaj says that in this material world, everyone want to be with their loved ones, but there is always separation. Everyone want to have happiness, but only distress is coming every time. So this is the nature of material world. And in this material world, when we start trying to serve Krishna, And if we do not chant properly, if the knowledge to serve Krishna is not coming, either through chanting or through the Guru Parampara, then what will happen? We will do everything in the hope of getting pleasure, but the pleasure won't come, distress will come. And the knowledge that is coming from Guru Parampara is also a result of our chanting. Because here Krishna knows, okay, this guy is sincere and he want to have knowledge to serve me. So will he tell everything from inside? Some things he might guide us from inside, but we are not in a state of consciousness where we can get all the knowledge from inside. So what Krishna will say? Okay, I'll send some guide to you. So many a times it happens that we have a question in our mind and somehow some video comes up in the YouTube of some devotee, or some article comes up, or some class happens, or somewhere you will hear, somehow you have a question and somewhere answer will come out. Have you anyone experienced this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Someone will come out of blue and he will say, okay, this is what. Because I had an experience. So we had a question in our mind and we thought today we will ask when we meet a devotee, and the devotee starts sharing the same topic. And we will feel like, Are, we just thought like we had a question and the same topic is getting discussed. So this is not something coincidence or something. Krishna makes all these arrangements. Okay. So when we chant the holy name, the Vidya will start coming into life. And then we will get all the knowledge to serve Krishna. And when we serve Krishna in a right way, Krishna will be pleased. And when he is pleased, same pleasing thing will come to us. Because when Krishna is pleased, everyone is pleased. So similarly, when we try to please Krishna in a right knowledge, we will also get the Ladini, that is the pleasure potency we will also experience. So this is little bit about Vidya Vadhu